What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now, you guys already know I don't like doing a lot of talking, so let's get right into the video. So, in this video, we're going to be doing 50 simulacrums, and we're going to be doing the test to see if 50 simulacrums, how profitable it is, and we're going to see, if we get a voices. I will be keeping majority of the voices, even the ones that aren't good, just to see on average how many voices you get before you can see a good one, which is it can be purely RNG, but we're gonna do the test anyway. Also, with the loot filter, we will be doing super strict, uber strict to the T, and we're only gonna be picking up stuff that we're actually going to be selling. Because I know in a lot of people's projects and things like this, they really calculate stuff that shouldn't be there because it will not be selling, as in alchemy orbs or by chance, the typical stuff like that. They typically put that stuff in there, and in reality they're not going to be selling that is the stuff that we will not be picking up. Being said, we'll be picking up things like nurses, doctors, obviously, if we happen to get one, even though I don't think we can. Really the high stuff, small 3% small reservation cluster, small cluster jewels, high level 84s. We will be picking those up. Hopefully you guys get the understanding of it. But when it comes down to things that's really small, we will not be picking them up once again. But anyway, as in essence, we will not be picking up essences. But then again, uh, let's get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's do it. Welcome back, YouTube. We just finished the 50 simulacrums. This was a long journey to do this entire project in 29 hours. Not too bad. It was so iffy. Not too bad in my opinion. It took 35 minutes a simulacrum. I think that when running this, I didn't expect the simulacrums to take 35 minutes. I more expected it to take like 20, 25, and sometimes the simulacrums was 25 minutes. This project was really nice, super profitable, super easy going, not too hard if you have the right build for it. But what I can say about this is, over time, the repetitiveness does get quite boring, and sometimes you gotta take a break and leave and come back. So yeah, let's talk about the profit of how much I made in general. So the invest we did was 13 divines. Profit we got back was 118. Let's talk about all the loot, and in separate sections, and in general of what I expected and what I did not actually get from this project. So first things first, let's talk about stat decks. We got 1,491 stack decks, which is really nice. But for 50 simulacrums, it was definitely on the lower side. Because if I were to go do Blight or do Expedition, I would top out with probably, within 50 logbooks. Or, same similarity of how long I took, which was 29 hours to do this project. I honestly would probably top out within 29 hours. I'd probably top out about 10k stat decks. That's just my opinion. But The stat next was not that great for me. I probably would have ended up with 10k doing Expedition, or at least 6 or 7k doing Ravage Blight, but it's perfectly fine because of everything else we got. Now, the next thing is we did happen to get 2 increased mana reservation efficiencies, which they both go for 16 divines, topping us out now at 32 divine. And you guys can see that we got those right here, which is really, 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 really nice. Really nice, really nice, really nice. So I'm happy we got those. That was super nice in general. The things that really surprised me was prismatic catalyst. I can't believe we got this many catalysts. Uh, it was quite crazy. We got 63 prismatic catalysts, and then fertile catalysts. We happened to hit 58 fertile catalysts, which is quite nice in my opinion, putting us at like 5 to 6 divines worth of catalysts. And I can't believe that. I really, really, really can't believe that. That's wild. It's really wild in my opinion. So, yeah, that's quite nice. Let's talk about scarabs now. Scarabs, we got a lot. As you guys can see, this entire tab looks colorful because of the scarabs. We happen to top out with 27.3 divines worth of scarabs. That is wild. That is wild. Absolutely wild. And as you guys can see, we do got a Sims 2, and we did get a bit more scarabs in there because since this one filled up, we had to switch over and get a little tab for this extra stuff that we did get out of the last ones. So yeah, the scarabs. I'm not gonna tell you guys how like count up like all the scarabs in general. It's just too many scarabs to be counting up. Just know that we did get 27.3 divines worth of scarabs, which is a lot. That is a ton. So we did get one split personality. Split personality we did get was +5 strength, +5 intelligence, and this alone goes for 5 divines, which is really nice. So that makes it really, really, really profitable. Also, but yeah, catalyst we did get 6.4 divines worth of catalyst. Div cards we got 4.4 divines in div cards. This is another thing that actually surprised me. We didn't get a ton of div cards, but we did get Sephiroth, and we actually got a 3-stack darker half, and then we got another stack of darker half, and then we got a little bit down here. So yeah, and then we got one patient. All this other stuff over here is like the fortunate, and we got a bunch of voids, a bunch of chaotic dispositions, monochrome, but these are generally the cheaper side of the actual div cards. And the only reason why I would actually put these in here because you can possibly get something good out of these. And then obviously the chaotic disposition is 5 chaos. We want to add those in there because chaos is chaos, and the fortunate turns into 2 divines, which is really nice. But the big cards we did get is I don't know if you want to call this the patient the big card, but I mean for its price being 58 chaos, yeah, it's still pretty good. 58 chaos was the patient. We got the Sephiroth, which runs for 185, and the darker halves, which a piece they run for 63, 63 chaos, which is pretty crazy. So we got 4.4 in cards. In maps, we got 3.5 divines, and as you guys can see, we got a bunch of the maps down here: Elder Slayers, Elder, Shaper, etc., etc. Gems, we got 2.1 divines because we were pulling out Enlightens, pulling out a few disciplines, Purity of Elements, 2120 Maim. But those aren't really the greatest part. Zealotry, 2120 Zealotry, 2120 Shrapnel, which is really, really, really cool. Cool. And then uniques, we only got 70 chaos worth, which obviously is like the voices. It's not really much to say more about that. And then we got a couple of synthesis items with increased percent intelligence. These run for about a divine. This one runs for about a divine. This one runs for about 3 divines. So quite nice. But that being said, all of this tallied up and calculated together comes out to 105 divines. Super nice. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say, but I guess I can give it just a couple pros and cons that I ran into running this. I guess the pros will be it's relaxing. very satisfying and something to do without putting in a bunch of investment in there, which means like you can buy the simulacrums and just run. You don't have to like do a bunch of investment going to maps and things like that, and buy compasses and all that. You don't have to do that. You just get the simulacrums and you just go. The cons of this is one, your build. You want to make sure you have the right build, because if you don't, one, you can get slaughtered, and then two, some builds are not as relaxing as others. Like myself, I played cremation, which is it's really good for the simulacrums, but it's a 2-button playstyle, which isn't the most relaxing versus something like Spark, Forbidden Right and things like that. Or Eric Colley's Fame. Other than that, the other con I would honestly say is voices. When you are seeing voices, don't really expect much. Um, Majority of the time, because as you guys can see, for me, um, running 50, this is the amount of voices that I actually got, which is really really pitiful. And I think I got, oh no, that's it. Yeah, so this is really pitiful. But some majority of the time, you won't even see your voices. Is what I really really noticed. But we still got a little bit of voices, not really the greatest. We got 1-5, and that's it. The rest of these are just straight up sevens. The odds are not on your side when it comes to voices. Other than that, let me think about another con. Let me do one more con for you guys. And the hands. I guess I can say the hands. When you're running The Sims, the hands are really annoying. It'll slow you down. Quite annoying. And once again, from what I said at the beginning of the video, it's very repetitive. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And you guys will not be disappointed in the next video. It's going to be a really, really, really fun video. Catch you guys later.